3 weeks ago, a frustrated driver brought me a Toyota Camry that had one of the strangest problems I have seen in years. The steering wheel vibrated, the dashboard rattled, and the entire car felt like it was about to stall. But here's the confusing part. The check engine light never came on. The owner had already spent more than $1,200 replacing random parts, including spark plugs, ignition coils, and even the battery. But the problem remained. I was honestly starting to think we would never find the real cause. But after digging deeper, I finally found the mystery, and the actual fix cost less than many people spend on a tank of gas. Today, I will show you the hidden problems that can cause rough idling even when your car's computer says everything is fine. And these are the exact things many mechanics overlook. Let's dive in. Step 1. Perform a complete computer scan. Before you touch a wrench, remove a sensor, or spend money on replacement parts, this is where every professional diagnosis begins. Connect an OBD2 scanner to the diagnostic port located under the dashboard and perform a complete system scan. And here is the biggest mistake of all. If your scanner displays no codes found, don't assume your car is problem-free. Many intermittent faults never store a confirmed code until they become severe enough to occur repeatedly. That's why look at live data, including engine RPM, coolant temperature, throttle position, mass airflow readings, oxygen sensor activity, and especially short-term fuel trim and long-term fuel trim values. If fuel trims are consistently above plus 10%, then it means your engine is compensating for a vacuum leak or weak fuel delivery. If they are below minus 10%, it could indicate excessive fuel or inaccurate sensor readings. Live data can expose hidden issues days or even weeks before the ECU finally switches on the check engine light. That's why experienced mechanics trust the data, not just the warning lights. Step 2. Inspect and clean the electronic throttle body. If the scan tool doesn't point to an obvious fault, then move straight to the throttle body, because this is one of the most common causes of mysterious rough idle. Every time you drive, tiny amounts of oil vapor from the PCV system mix with dirt from the intake air and slowly form carbon deposits around the throttle plate. After 40,000 to 70,000 miles, that buildup can reduce idle airflow enough to make the engine shake without setting a diagnostic code. Remove the intake hose and shine a flashlight inside the throttle body. If you see a black ring around the throttle plate, it means carbon buildup restricting airflow. Spray throttle body cleaner onto a microfiber cloth and carefully wipe both sides of the throttle plate and the bore until they are clean. Avoid forcing the electronic throttle plate open unless your car's service manual says it's safe to do so. After cleaning, reinstall everything and perform the idle relearn procedure if your vehicle requires it. Many drivers are amazed when a 5-minute throttle body cleaning completely eliminates an idle problem when they thought required expensive engine repairs. Step 3. Search for hidden vacuum leaks. Now it's time to look for one of the biggest troublemakers that often hides in plain sight: a vacuum leak. Not every vacuum leak is large enough to trigger a check engine light. Modern engine computers are incredibly smart and can compensate for small air leaks by adding extra fuel. As long as the correction stays within a certain range, then your ECU simply adapts and never stores a fault code. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean the engine is happy. Even a tiny crack in a vacuum hose or a slightly leaking intake manifold gasket can upset the air-fuel mixture just enough to create shaking, unstable idle, or occasional stalling. To find a vacuum leak, start by inspecting every vacuum hose connected to the intake manifold, especially the PCV hose, brake booster hose, and EVAP lines. Flex the hoses, because cracks often open only when bent. Listen carefully for a faint hissing sound while the engine is idling. If available, use a smoke machine, which fills the intake system with harmless smoke that escapes through even the smallest leak. Countless mystery rough idle cases have been solved by replacing nothing more than a cracked vacuum hose costing less than $10. The Toyota Camry that came into my shop also had a vacuum leak in the PCV lines. Step 4. Inspect and clean the mass airflow sensor. Once you are confident there are no vacuum leaks, the next component to inspect is the mass airflow sensor. This sensor measures exactly how much air enters the engine, allowing the ECU to calculate the perfect amount of fuel. The problem is that its sensing element is extremely delicate. Even a microscopic layer of dust, pollen, or oil residue from an over-oiled aftermarket air filter can cause inaccurate airflow readings. The sensor may still operate within its expected range, meaning no fault code is stored, but the engine receives just enough incorrect information to idle roughly. So, remove your sensor carefully and inspect the sensing wires under good lighting. Spray only dedicated MAF sensor cleaner onto the sensing element, but never touch the wires with your fingers, a cloth, or a brush because they're incredibly fragile. Allow the cleaner to evaporate completely before reinstalling the sensor. Afterward, compare the live airflow readings on your scan tool to factory specifications. A properly cleaned MAF sensor often restores smooth idle, better throttle response, and improved fuel economy all at once. Step 5. Test the PCV valve and crankcase ventilation system. The PCV valve is a small component that many people never think about, yet it plays a huge role in engine idle quality. Its job is to regulate crankcase pressure by allowing engine vapors to flow back into the intake for combustion. Over time, sludge and carbon deposits can cause the valve to stick, partially open or partially closed. When stuck open, it behaves like a hidden vacuum leak that allows too much air into the engine during idle. So, to check it, remove the valve and shake it gently. On most traditional PCV valves, you should hear the internal pintle rattle freely. If there is no movement, or the valve is heavily contaminated with sludge, then replacement is recommended. Also, inspect the attached hose for cracks, collapsed sections, or loose fittings. Since most PCV valves cost very little, that's why replacing one during diagnosis is often inexpensive insurance against future idle problems. Step 6. Inspect the air filter and entire intake system. A restricted air filter may not seem serious enough to create a rough idle, but when combined with other small issues, it can absolutely contribute to unstable engine operation. Remove the air filter from the airbox and hold it toward a bright light. If very little light passes through the filter media, it's time for a replacement. While the intake system is apart, inspect every section of the intake duct for cracks, loose clamps, disconnected hoses, or damaged seals. Even a small split between the MAF sensor and throttle body allows unmetered air to enter the engine, which confuses the ECU's fuel calculations. Look for signs of rodent damage if the vehicle has been parked for long periods. Make sure the airbox closes tightly and the filter sits correctly in its housing. A clean air filter and sealed intake system provide the stable airflow needed for a perfectly smooth idle. Step 7. Measure fuel pressure instead of guessing. If the intake system checks out, then shift your attention to the fuel system, because rough idle can also occur when the engine is not receiving enough fuel. Connect a fuel pressure gauge to the fuel rail and compare the readings with the manufacturer's specifications at idle and during light acceleration. A healthy fuel pump should maintain steady pressure without major fluctuations. If the pressure is low, then inspect the fuel filter if it is serviceable. After that, evaluate the fuel pump and pressure regulator. Many fuel pumps weaken gradually rather than failing suddenly, which make the symptoms difficult to identify. The engine may drive perfectly at highway speeds, but struggle only while idling because fuel delivery becomes inconsistent at lower demand. A simple fuel pressure test eliminates all the guesswork in just a few minutes and can instantly reveal whether your fuel system is delivering the consistent pressure your engine needs for a smooth, stable idle. Step 8. Evaluate fuel injector performance. The next step is making sure every injector delivers the correct amount of fuel. Even if an injector opens electrically, but internal varnish and carbon deposits can still distort its spray pattern. Instead of producing a fine mist, the injector may drip or spray unevenly, which may cause one cylinder to receive less fuel than the others. Begin by listening to each injector with a mechanic's stethoscope. Every injector should produce a consistent clicking sound. If one sounds noticeably quieter, louder, or irregular, it deserves further testing. Professional injector balance testing measures exactly how much fuel each injector delivers that make it easy to identify weak or partially clogged injectors. If contamination is suspected, then perform a professional pressurized injector cleaning before replacing expensive components. Balanced injectors create smooth combustion, especially during idle, when fuel delivery must be extremely precise. Step 9. Inspect the entire ignition system. Many people assume that if a spark plug or ignition coil fails, the check engine light comes on immediately. That's not always true. The ECU only stores a misfire code after detecting a certain number of misfires within a specific period. If the spark is only slightly weak, especially at idle, then your engine may shake without reaching the threshold required to set a code. This is especially common with spark plugs that have exceeded their recommended service interval or ignition coils beginning to fail internally. So, remove each spark plug and inspect it for worn electrodes, excessive gap, carbon deposits, or cracked porcelain. Then inspect the ignition coils for cracks or carbon tracking. If your scan tool supports Mode 06, then check the individual cylinder misfire counters, because they often reveal a weak cylinder before the check engine light appears. Replacing aging ignition components at the correct maintenance interval can prevent both rough idle and future engine damage. Step 10. Check engine mounts. Here is a surprise that fools even experienced technicians. Sometimes the engine is not actually idling rough at all. The vibrations are being amplified by worn engine mounts. Hydraulic engine mounts contain fluid designed to absorb engine vibrations. As they age, the rubber cracks or the internal fluid leaks out. That allows normal engine movement to transfer directly into the vehicle's frame. The result feels exactly like an engine misfire, even though combustion is perfectly normal. Have someone shift between park, reverse, and drive while holding the brake pedal firmly. Excessive engine movement usually points to worn mounts. Step 11. Perform an ECU idle relearn. Finally, here is a mistake that catches even experienced DIY mechanics. After cleaning the throttle body, disconnecting the battery, cleaning the MAF sensor, or performing certain intake repairs, many modern vehicles require an ECU idle relearn. Without it, the computer continues using old airflow values that no longer match the engine's condition. Here is how to perform ECU idle relearn for your car. Start the engine and allow it to reach normal operating temperature with all accessories off. Let the engine idle undisturbed for 5 to 10 minutes so the ECU can begin relearning the correct idle airflow. Next, turn the air conditioner on for about 2 minutes, then switch it off again to allow the ECU to adapt to changing engine loads. Finally, take the vehicle for a 10 to 15-minute drive with a mix of city and highway speeds. Keep in mind that some manufacturers require a specific relearn procedure or a professional scan tool. Surprisingly, this final step has solved countless rough idle complaints, where every mechanical component was actually working perfectly. The bottom line is, don't let a clean dashboard trick you into thinking everything is fine. When your car has an attitude problem but won't throw a code, rely on live data. Think about the physics of air and fuel, and follow a systematic diagnostic process. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below letting me know the weirdest car issue you've ever had to hunt down without a check engine light. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.